Hello, welcome back to another Road 2 series. As you can tell, or as you might be able to tell, judging by the whatchamacallit, the playlist, I've changed my mind about the way this particular series is going to be done. It's not just going to be a Road to Wrightington. I didn't really want to restrict it to being just one thing. Well, I've decided I don't want to restrict it to being just one thing. I like the idea of being able to get the camera on and have a chat whenever I want to. The Road to Wrightington started just to see how the feedback would be, and the feedback so far has been quite positive. So therefore, I am changing this to it being a Road 2 series rather than a Road to Wrightington. And we may not be going to Wrightington, we may be going to my dad's, we may be going anywhere really. Who knows? Oh dear. So that's the change to this series. I am just hoping that the camera stays on the little suction thing that I have in the car, because the suction thing that I have on in the car is not very suctiony today. It's already taken 3 attempts to do this video before we even left the car park at the flat, so fingers crossed it will work. What I've got is like it's got a suction thing on one end and like a lime green or neon green pad on the other, and the pad is where you put the phone or your sat nav, and it's supposed to stick on and then peel off afterwards and have no issue. But unfortunately the suction for it doesn't seem to work terribly well, and what you're supposed to do is wet it in order to get the suction running back again, well, coming back again. I keep trying that. It doesn't quite work. So what I've done is I've just wiped it basically on the outside of the car, because I did wet it last night before I got to bed, but it seems to have dried up and I forgot all about it until I just got into the car, and then it's not really very sticky. So what I've done is I've wiped it on the outside of the car where it's been raining and just sort of like squidged it a bit with my thumbs, and the stickiness is getting back there now a little bit. So as I say, I just hope it holds out until we get to the studio. Right, so it'll soon be Christmas. Eee, lovely. This time next week it could be Christmas Eve. Yes. Got a busy few days over Christmas, as you can probably imagine. My ex-wife's parents, the ashes are scattered in Southport. Not exactly saying where. But so what we do on Christmas Eve morning is myself and my ex-wife, well, I'll go and pick my ex-wife up. I'll go and take her to one of the local cemeteries where her brother's buried. In fact, sorry, saying that, no, I don't think her dad is. Her mum's scattered in Southport. I think her dad's at the cemetery where, I think his dad's ashes are at the cemetery where her older brother is buried as well. So, well, I'm saying buried, where the ashes, where their ashes are. I think what we do there is I'll go and pick the ex-wife up. I'll take her to the cemetery so she can put flowers on her brother's and her dad's little patch, because they're both together, and then we have a ride to Southport. We stop off at Tesco, one of the big supermarket chains, and we have some breakfast, and then we head into Southport itself and go and put flowers and sit in contemplation for a while to with her mum, where her mum's ashes are scattered, and then we come home. This year is going to be slightly different because I'll be with Ali, so Ali will be coming as well. And we usually take Laddie, he's usually in the boot, and while they're doing all that, I'll be playing about with Laddie. And then what we'll be doing is when we're coming back, we're dropping the ex-wife off at home, and then we're taking Laddie home, and then we're going up picking Ali's mum up. My ex-wife is called Ali as well, Alison, not Alicia. My ex-wife is Alison. I don't learn another we're going to call Ali. Anyway, yeah, so I'll be taking Alison home, and then I'll be dropping Laddie off at home, and then I will be going picking, me and Ali will be going picking Ali's mum up, and then we'll be going up to see also the place where Ali's dad is, his ashes are scattered, and then we'll be back at Ali's mum's in the evening for a games night. So that's that. Then on Christmas Day, this is the nice one. Usually I go around to my dad's, well, always go around to my dad's on Christmas Day for dinner and that. And because I go, my daughter goes, he also asks Alison to go, he also invites Alison, my ex-wife, so she's not on her own for Christmas. And Ali will be with me this year as well. And because of the situation with oh dear God, what am I saying now? I don't know. Well, the situation where Ali's mum would be alone, well, on her own at home. He's also invited her as well. So we've got a nice busy day. So there'll be me, my sister, my brother will be there, but he doesn't stay for dinner. So for dinner will be me, my sister, sorry, me, Ali, my daughter Rebecca, my ex-wife Alison, Ali's mum, my sister, my dad. That's 7 of us. So that's going to be really nice this year. I'm really looking forward to it. Ali's mum's not met my dad yet. She's going to be in for the fright of her life. What do you think of the beard, by the way? I'm trying to get it vermilion coloured, and it doesn't seem to be working. It just seems to be sticking bright pink. Oh well, don't mind. I got some dye the other day. Sudden change of topic, but still, never mind. I got some dye the other day for it, a vermilion dye, but I've put a few coats on it, but it doesn't seem to be taking, as I said. So I bought some henna dye, see if that works, and if that takes it red, then all fine and dandy. Enjoy. I just fancy a change. I'm not getting trendy, I just fancy a change. I don't believe in following fashion, as you may tell. Oh dear, so that's my Christmas Eve and Christmas Day planned. I think Boxing Day, my daughter asked me if I could pop round there at night, so we might probably go round there Boxing Day. And then the day after Boxing Day, it's Ali's birthday. So another day there. Ali knows what she's got for her birthday anyway, so I've spent a little bit of a fortune on her this year. Well, you do, don't you? And I bought her both tickets for Carol and Roald. She knows about these, and that's for her birthday. And for Christmas, she got her own back, and so she Ali's got us tickets to see Terja Turunen at Manchester. So yes, good week of concert, or good year of concerting next year. Carol Emerald and Terja Turunen. We may get to see somebody else. Yes, we don't know. Depends who's around. So So we are fairly near the hospital now. We're heading up to Shevington High School. You might be able to see out of the window that it's all white. It's not actually snowing, it's just very foggy. Hence the reason I'm not going too fast today. When I say too fast, I'm trying to stick really strictly to the speed limit this week. I'm not in any rush, even though I am about 10 minutes late for the start of the show. Speaking of which, speaking of the show and the studio, we went for a Christmas meal on Thursday evening at a local Italian restaurant to Standish called the Olive Garden. Really nice. Really good food, and the staff are really friendly. And, it was really nice evening. It wasn't all that many of us went, unfortunately, or some couldn't go, but the ones of us who went really enjoyed it. And that's how it should be. If you're going out somewhere for a meal, it should be in good company, should be good food, and the staff should be spot on. Admittedly, there will be days when you go somewhere and they're that busy and the staff are rushed off their feet and they can't really spend as much time chatting and making a fuss as they should, as they usually would, but it's one of those things, isn't it? But unless you've gone to one of these American restaurants where the female's getting insulted and you go there for a bit of a laugh, then you know, as long as the staff are polite and friendly and you can have a laugh with them, that's all part of it, isn't it? It makes for a good evening out, and that's what you want. Yeah, we were all impressed by. Well, I mean, we've been there a few times now for Christmas meals in the studio, and this is the third time, I think. And we've enjoyed it each time. So it's a place where we do like. It's a place where I think we're going to be sticking with. It's good. So if you're ever in the Standish area, hop into the Olive Garden. Yeah, it's really nice. Right, so we are very near to the studio now. Is that my badge? It is. So I should have got this out before I started driving, but I almost forget. I'm so used to her being in the car with me then. even though she's not in every time I come down here. She's only in I think once a week with me then, but I still get so used to Ollie being there and handing me the badge, that I forget. So we'll be exchanging, well, I'm saying we'll be exchanging Christmas presents today at the studio. We won't be exchanging Christmas presents. I've got mine to give. They give me mine on Thursday evening. There we go. Haven't opened them yet, but they're going to get someone that can open those. There we go. Just bypass somebody in a SUV that has decided that it's too big to go into the proper lane. What's that bus doing that don't usually come down here? Weird. I wonder if it's broke down or something. I don't know. Ah well. Right, we are here at the studio. It is our final afternoon show on a Saturday before Christmas. Short and stupid. Little Al is here already. I'll park next to him, so there we have it. So that's the last of our Saturday afternoon shows, as I said before, of this year. So we'll see what happens over the next few weeks. Anyway, I'm going to have to scurper. So until next time, as always, take care, God bless, and bye for now.